We got famous friends that you don't even know about. We're back in POTH. Shiner Comanches are in town. It's about 92 degrees at Jack Lane Field. 2-0 Pirates are hosting the defending state 2A champs in Shiner Comanches, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Folks, just a reminder, seniors. You can purchase one ticket for $5, 3 for $10, or 6 for $20. All proceeds will benefit the POTH PTO. 50% of tonight's proceeds will go to the winner, and the rest to the POTH PTO.
She's like the Cheryl.
She should be on her way. I know. Oh my god. Girl, that ain't gonna fit. Bracelet. It's hot pink, it'll match your thing. So mean. Buckle you in. Tell my dad to buckle. We almost lost it.
Pirates are in the back of the tunnel. They're fixing to come out. It'll be the first quarter, and it's a big game. As we said earlier, famous friends are back in town. It's like Cheers. They know him everywhere he goes. By everybody's demand in town, Rusty Compton is back, and he's on the mic. Rusty, how are things going this evening?
It was going just fine up until that. But it is good to be back. It's great to see a packed Jack Lane Field. This is fun. I mean, we didn't get to see this last year. We got a full house. We got a great football team in town to face. Shiner is the real deal, but we welcome the challenge. This POTH team under Coach Luna is 24-1 at home, and I say we got nothing to lose. They got big-time playmakers on that side of the field, but I like our boys. I like the way we fight, so let's see what we got.
It's a perfect night for football.
A little warm.
Rusty Compton's on the mic. My name is Les Miller. We're back. First full capacity crowd we've had in 2 years. Sasha is producing.
Hey, how are you?
And we got a director of camera operations in the house. He's going to be working all the cameras tonight. I don't need you laughing, Rusty, while I'm talking about introducing the team.
That wasn't supposed to come out. Sorry.
So we're going to break to commercials. We'll come back right after the national anthem here at Jack Lane, and we're going to be ready for the Shiner Comanches, defending 2A Division I state champions in the house, as Rusty said, to face Coach Jeff Luna's 24-1 at home POTH Pirates, and we'll be right back after the national anthem.
Fun time. Yes, ma'am. Teachers, and we have one that's still in the hospital, like had COVID pneumonia, and she also had asthma and you know what I mean, so she's got some other issues. But everybody else has been, they're out there 10 days and they're coming back, so we're thankful for that. But. And I think that, and I think everybody was just thought that wasn't gonna happen. You know, it was like that. And a lot of our teachers got vaccinated, and they still got it. And I'm like, see, I mean, take it however you want to, but there's no 100%. So, you know, I told you the other day, it's kind of like birth control. It's not 100%, guys.
But they look like,
You know,
look at him, he's even talking.
good times.
Three, set.
PE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Comanches have taken the field, and the Pirates are in the tunnel, about to be let out by head coach Jeff Luna, as we've mentioned. 24-1 here at Jack Lane Field at his term here at POTH High School. The only loss coming to Mount Union, Tennessee, not even a Texas team.
No, and that was a powerhouse team from Tennessee. Unfortunately, I happened to work. My boss at the time had gone to that high school, so I got to hear about it all week. But they had multiple state championships. They were a power in their division in Tennessee, and it was evident when they got here. But POTH does what POTH does. We played them tough. We played them hard. And, you know, we came out on the short stick, but there was nothing you could fault as far as the effort.
And by head coach Jeff Luna's accounts, we haven't seen athletes on the other side of the field like we've seen when we did against Mount Union, Tennessee, as we will tonight.
Oh yeah, they've got a couple of backs over there that multiple offers from big time programs, and we'll talk about them more as the game goes on. But I think we're in for a treat talent wise, because there's some really good football players on that side of the field.
They're going to be leading our football team.
So we'll take a break in action here
Also, you may
on
notice
air
that
when the
football team
national
will be
anthem is
running
played
out
here
of the
live.
tunnel
We'll
with
stick
13
with you till then.
in honor
The
of
Shiner
13
Comanches
soldiers
captains are ready to
lost
take
their
the
lives
field.
in
They're going to be
Afghanistan.
24,
Those
Jacob
soldiers
Spann,
include Marine
number
Corps
10,
Lance Corporal David
Landon
Espinoza,
Watson.
Marine Corps Sergeant Nicole G., Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Darren Taylor Hoover, Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Noss, Marine Corps Corporal Hunter Lopez, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCullum, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Dylan R. Marola, Lance Corporal Kareem Nicoy, Corporal Dagan William Tyler Page, Sergeant Johanny Rosario, Corporal Humberto Sanchez, Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, and Navy Hospital Corpsman Max Soviet. And here come the Pirates.
That hurt my throat.
captains for the Comanches tonight. Number 25, Blake Muse. Number 10, Landon Watson. And number 24, Jacob Spann. Your POTH Pirate captains, number 2, Zane Robbie. Number 7, Caleb Molina. Number 42, Trevor Fuller. And number 75, Nick Sanchez. The Comanches have won the flip and elected to receive the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you will please stand and remove your headgear as we have a moment of silence in memorial for the soldiers, sailors, and corpsmen who lost their lives so recently in Afghanistan. Thank you. And at this time, at the north end of Jack Lane Field, our POTH FFA officers will raise the colors as the Pirate Band honors our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Pirates recognizing those soldiers that recently lost their lives in Afghanistan by 13 players carrying out American flags as they exited the tunnel this evening on the field, and those flags are flying or standing behind the Pirate bench, and a great night of patriotism here for the home Tide.
Yeah, that was a nice tribute.
Now it's time for business.
Yes, it is. And I hope we're ready for it. And I believe we are.
So the Pirates will kick first.
Number 2, Dalton Brooks.
D for Shiners, number 8.
Eli Fritsch.
Eli Fritsch. And number 2, Dalton
number 4,
Brooks.
Micah Carson.
As well as Micah Carson, number 4.
Well, keep your eye on this Dalton Brooks.
Pirates, number 9,
Because he's a burner, and if he gets open in space, he can be trouble. So,
Brooks already?
well, I mean, he's back there. I got to talk about him.
So I talked about
I want to, well, we're not going to get all in the weeds, but and I hope we don't have to talk about him much. I mean, hope we just keep him contained where he just had a nice trip over to POTH and enjoyed himself and just head on out of here, no harm done.
Seth Grismala to kick for the Pirates. Talked about our staff earlier. Sasha being the producer, Rusty, the color man. My name's Les Miller, and I talked about the director of camera operations, but I didn't say his name. We've got Okoye operating the cameras tonight as this kick is going to be taken at the Shiner 5.
Stay there.
Back midfield, and he's going to slide down just inside the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10, Shiner.
Good opening coverage on that kick.
That's where the Comanches will take over 1st and 10.
All right, defense, let's find the ball.
capacity crowd on the home side for the Pirates. Shiner traveled well as well, brought their band, filled up a section, and defending state champs are going to travel well as expected. Under center, turn around to Brooks up the middle. Good for 6, 7.
Wow, that's not much of an opening. He got some good yardage.
Yeah, that's the senior Doug Brooks is going to carry. The Doug or Dalton? Was that 1 or 2?
That was Dalton.
Bring up 2nd and 3. Nick Sanchez lines up again, right up the middle against the Shiner offense, as well as Rankin Ramzinski out there, Hunter Juke. Tall task for those boys, and there's the other Brooks. Sheds a tackle in the backfield. He'll get across the 30 for a first down.
Oh, my goodness.
And it takes 3 or 4 Pirates to bring him down.
That's a big cat. And he's got some moves to go with the size. That's a tough task, getting that young man down.
A Pirate defense that sees some newcomers, but they have enough experience from last year. They went on the team that lost to Rogers the second round of the playoffs, got as high as the 3rd-ranked team in the state last year, and there's some experience on the defense, but they have a tall task here at first down. Give us to Brooks. There's a flag in the defensive backfield. It's going to be tackled. There's another flag in the offensive backfield. The ref should be mic'd up tonight, the head official, so we'll see what he says.
2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
On the offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty is still first down.
Oh, wow.
Sideline warning on POTH. That is their first warning.
So the holding penalty also brings back a sideline warranty, and we're excited that they held.
Wow. Yeah. Well, regardless of the penalty, that was a good job by the defense.
The sideline warranty actually came out early. It was the first flag that came out.
It was. But that's just a warning, so it's not a penalty till the second time they do it.
It'll push the Comanches back behind the sticks, as it'll be.
But I like the pursuit there. We got outside, kept him contained, gang tackling. That's what we're going to have to do.
So 1st and 20 off the holding call. Both Brooks in the backfield. This is going to be give to Douglas, the senior. He's looking for the edge. He'll try to cut upfield. Gets past the original line of scrimmage and out after a gain of about 14.
Well, we got good penetration in the backfield, and he just was able to kind of slide by that. Got a nice gain out of it.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That's a 1-yard advancement from the original line of scrimmage. That brings up 2nd down and 9.
Talked about that defensive line. On the outside, the backers, you've got Eli Harris. You have Aiden Walpole on the left side. Pirates are going to pack in the box there for Brooks. He's going to be tackled as he gets across after a gain of about 3 or 4 to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, this is what the Pirates are going to have to do. On 3rd down, we're going to have to get them off the field. You can't let them control the clock, run the ball down the field, control the ball, and just grind us. So this is a big play early in the game for POTH to hopefully get Shiner off the field.
Comanche's trying to convert a first down after a holding penalty, put him behind the sticks. Single receiver out to the right side. That is Jacob Spahn. Give us
Get in there.
Dalton Brooks. He's going to shed a tackle, be brought down short of the first down. That's Trevor Fuller out there on the tackle.
Good tackle by Trevor. He made the first man miss. I thought we might have a chance to either. Oh, we've got a flag down. Just saw that. Oh, no.
On the defense, number 64. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Usually they don't give the number in high school or college.
Well, I'm not used
in college,
to it.
but in high school they will. They're going to call that on Hunter Juke.
Yeah, wow. I'm not even used to hearing them.
I didn't either. In fact, we talked
about this. Is this the first mic
night.
ref we've ever had? I don't ever remember.
It's not the first one. We had one on the other side of the field that was in and out, but this is the best one that we've had.
This is the one we can actually hear?
Yeah, this one's the one that's working.
Yeah. Well.
So that'll give, after the offsides penalty, give 1st and 10, Shiner from their 42.
Yeah.
Fuller shows
Showing
blitz, backs off. That's Dalton right up the middle, close to another first down. He's going to be ruled just shy at the 50. He's going to be down at midfield. Bring up second down for the Comanches.
That's quick. I mean, that ground got covered quick.
I wonder why.
Because he's really fast.
Picked up by number 3, Gabriel Solansky. Gain of 8 on the play.
Owen Beatrick checks in for the Pirates. Eli Harris will come off. Drismala and Fangman are your safeties deep. Bunn, Fuller, your backers in front of them. Fangman will come up, try to jam the line of scrimmage on the run. That's Brooks, good for a first down. Inside Pirate territory at their 44. No whistle yet, but they're going to rule him down.
44-yard line.
And this is what Shiner does. They're very efficient. They got that ball control offense. You got the big back. You got the burner. You just keep moving the chains. How about a little turnover here? That wouldn't hurt anything early.
Aiden DeHoy is the cornerback on the near side. Gabriel Solansky, corner on the top side of your screen.
There we go.
Minimal gain there as Fuller jams it. Going to give him a gain of 1 and bring up second down.
Yeah. Got low on that one.
Pickup of 1 yard on the play.
Brought him down quick. Great play by the defense.
We talked about Shiner being 2A and POTH being 3A Division II, Shiner 2A Division I. But I was told if you go back to the realignment that caused these districts, or that we're playing by tonight, that there's only a difference of 6 high school students. So there's a dividing line there, but there's not a big dividing line, if you will. As far as number of students, give is to Brooks, and he just flies through there. He's going to bump it outside. He's going to go stroll into the end zone as Drismala chases him. It's going to be touchdown Shiner, and that was fast.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's what you can't have happen. He can't get in open space. If he gets in open space, we're going to have a hard time catching him. So that's the first time tonight where the hole was there, so he got to that next level, and once he did, zip.
So that series took just under 5.5 minutes for Shiner to score. They got behind the chains at one time, but then, as you said earlier, methodically moved down the field as Drew Winsky will hold. Extra point is going to be good, and that was Ryan Peterson. So Shiner takes the lead 7-0, and the Pirates will come out to take their first offensive possession.
But, you know, there's no reason to be hanging your head. It's early. We got them to a third down on a third down stop, and you have one of those penalties that you're used to seeing early in the season. Keeps the drive alive. So we're right here, still in the game. It's early. Let's don't see any hanging heads or anything. Let's get out here and do what we do on offense.
And the Pirate offense returns with some weapons. The quarterback, Jude George, the senior, number 14, he returns from last year. And he's going to have weapons in the backfield as well. Jaden Fangman, he also returns. Those were 2 big components to last year's success. Offensive line, we said Nick Sanchez, Hunter Juke, they're there. They're going to add some new members. Caleb Rogers at tight end. Gabriel Solansky is going to be out there. So, look like Fangman and number 7, Molina, will be back deep for the Pirates. DeHoyas.
That's 2 dangerous guys if they get some space, for sure.
Fangman saw a lot of touches last year on the offense. They'll look to get him involved in space and utilize his speed. Sasha, how we doing? Everything good? Thumbs up from the producer. That's always good. First quarter, 5.5 minutes in. You get
that's new. That's new.
Because I had a lot of smooth entries planned that they didn't happen. Little squiv kick will be handled by DeHoyas down the right sideline. Tries to get back to the 30. Comes across the middle, just across the 30 before he's brought down. And the offense will take over there.
Looked like a little shortstop there, scooping it up. Save that field position. give us a good starting point. Hey, did we do the disclaimer for our friends from Shiner that may be tuning in that we've let them know that we are POTH guys? We're pulling for POTH. I mean, it's not personal. I mean, but we're going to say things like we, us, things like that. They. We might we might throw in a they. Did we do the disclaimer or not?
We haven't. They get lucky.
We have whined before. Yep.
So I think we just covered that.
So that's the disclaimer. Cut.
You covered that.
Oh no! Get on the ball. Good Lord.
The fumble I gave was to Fangman. Hangs his head on the turf as Shiner comes up with it.
Gosh. Well.
First offensive play is a turnover for the Pirates.
Good thing we did that disclaimer. Because it wasn't any secret. I wasn't happy with that play. Looked like he had an angle there if he cuts back.
So that'll put the defense back on the field. 1st and 10. It's going to be the first drive for the Comanches to start inside Pirate territory, and it'll be at the Pirate 34. That's
can't do that. That's
put
a killer.
Your defense in a bad spot.
Oh no, you can't do that. You don't want to do that against anybody. You certainly can't do it against a quality football team like Shiner.
Quarterback for Comanches, Drew Winsky's under center. Going to give it up the middle, I believe. That was Big Bishop. Yep.
He picks up 3 yards on the play. Be 2nd down at 7.
So Brooks will check back in. Dalton Brooks will check back in. Number 2, Bishop will head out. I guess 3 yards isn't enough. You get a sub for that? you only get
what are you doing? Get over here.
Try again later?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Bishop.
We're used to.
Both Brooks
40.
in the backfield.
Uh-oh.
Behind Winsky.
Goodness.
That's Dalton across midfield, across 25. Close to the 1st down. See if they'll give it to him. Yep, they're going to rule it a first down.
Down by number 3, Gabriel Solansky.
He's smooth. Just glides.
Yeah, reminds me of myself.
I was going to say Marcus Allen, but yeah,
Marcus Allen
or you,
myself,
yeah, you. It was either you or Marcus Allen.
Have you ever seen me run on TV?
I have not seen you
Maybe
run on
I'm
TV.
smooth as Marcus Allen.
I've raced you in boots. I know what you look like when you run.
Who won?
I would think it was a tie.
We're lying today. Douglas Brooks, left side, going to be brought down after the initial contact. After about a gain of 5, he'll get it just inside the 20, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5, Comanches.
About 5 yards on the play.
I think we tied.
I'm pretty sure we tied. I mean, we're right there. You weren't in front of me.
Hunter Juke getting some medical attention over here.
Uh-oh.
With Doc Goodlow on the bench and Coach Walker.
Number 75, 5-yard penalty.
Nah. Uh-oh.
He forgot.
Yeah, where were we?
He forgot because he's too worried about calling out people's numbers.
You know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Replay that down.
Yeah, he's like, they know.
So that'll be 1st and 5. Just inside the 20 for Shiner. Winsky under center. Just a very simple plan for the Comanches here on offense, right? There's a flag on the play as Brooks keeps it up the middle. He's going to dive across the 15, get a Shiner 1st down. Flag came in from the Pirate sideline.
Number 60 on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
So the Pirates are getting a little anxious here on defense, trying to jump gun, shoot the gaps, get a little head start.
Well, it's certainly understandable because you don't have much time once that snap happens to stop this onslaught of speed and power that's coming from that backfield. So you're going to want to get there as soon as you can. Right now, we're just doing it about a half a second too early.
1st and 10 Comanches from inside their 15.
Brooks brought down by number 75, Nick Sanchez.
Good tackle by Nick there.
Pick up of 2 yards on the play will bring up 2nd down and 8.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Just checking our reviews early.
Oh, God, don't ever check reviews.
They said Color Man's awful.
Shocker.
Has he ever done this before?
No.
2nd and 8, Winsky under center. Both Brooks in the backfield. Pirates shift on defense, try to get in front of Givens to Douglas. He's going to try to cut it upfield. He does. It'll be a gain of about 4. We'll bring up 3rd and 3.
You can't talk me into something and then tell me how bad I'm doing it while we're doing it.
3rd, 4. They didn't say anything. Pirate crowd a little quiet. Cheerleaders trying to change that.
Doing a nice job.
I said 3rd and 3. It's actually 3rd and 4 from the.
All right, another big play.
POTH 7. Jumbo package, met at the line of scrimmage, and he just drives and gets those extra yards. It's going to be good for another 1st down, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 3.
No, the defender's there. I mean, he meets him in time, then the laws of physics took over.
From the Pirate 3-yard line.
Comanches lost several guys last year to the state championship team, but it looks like they brought back the ones they needed.
Yeah.
And if you talk to some of the Comanche fans, they're not. It's not a walk into the state championship. They have work to do as well, as they're going to have this 1st down play, and Brooks will jump over for his 2nd touchdown of the night as he jumps over that left side of the Pirate defense. They're going to have some work to do. It's not going to be easy, but so far it's been easy against the Pirates tonight.
Well, and we've helped them. I mean, the penalties have hurt. The turnover certainly hurts. I mean, you can't turn the ball over on your first possession. So you can't, as I said, you can't help a good team, and this is a great team. So I don't know what's in front of them, but I like if I were one of their fans, I would certainly be optimistic about my chances.
Winsky to hold. Peterson to kick. That kick is up, plenty of leg, and it's going to be good. That'll bring 14-0 with 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Is the clock on the screen for them? Can they see the clock or no? No? Okay. So 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Pirates find themselves down 14-0 after the turnover on the first play. Pirates have only won one play on offense.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Good time to announce to talk about some of our sponsors. We talked about Sasha and Koye, Les, and Rusty, but this is a POTH Athletic Booster Club broadcast. So this is brought to you by the POTH Athletic Booster Club and Vype Media. So they team up, and then POTH Athletic Boosters need sponsors in order for this to happen. The sponsors for this evening are going to be Raymond and Chance Kutach, along with an anonymous donor that are sponsoring specifically tonight's broadcast. So if you're out of town, if you're wanting to follow the Pirates and you don't have a chance to be here, or for whatever reason, then thank Raymond and Chance Kutach, along with the anonymous donors that helped us again last week for the deal, in coordination with the Booster Club and Vype Media. So a lot goes into you being able to see this. We just apologize that you have to listen to this, right?
Yeah. Well, we've been apologizing since the first time we started several years ago, but we certainly do appreciate our generous sponsors for giving us the opportunity to, do whatever it is we do.
Yeah, if it gets too rough, there's a mute button on your device. Hit that volume.
Oh, I guarantee you, when you said he's back, there were iPhones flying out of car windows all over Wilson
iPhones are
County.
Expensive. They'll put up with you even if for the cost of those devices. So Shiner's going to kick for the 2nd time this evening. There you go.
Let's get a good run here.
Yeah, that's going to be taken by, is that DeHoyas over there? That's DeHoyas. You can get it across the 30. Aid DeHoyas, a sophomore.
DeHoyas brought down by number 22, Beck Bishop, around the Pirate 31-yard line.
Well, once again, good starting field position. Let's see if we can hang on to the ball this time. Maybe get a little something going on offense.
Maybe some early game jitters, anxiety, ready to go. It's a big game, been talked about for a long time. Pirates were off last week. They had a game that was canceled. They're 2-0 coming in tonight. Wins against Lido and a hard-fought Fall City game. Maybe some hard fat in there as well.
there we go, a little better.
Keeper. Get a gain of 3.
No, the Beavers were feisty. That was a tough win. But that's a good pickup on first down.
3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Talked about some of the sponsors, and the sponsors are reaching out all the way to Louisiana this evening as we have listeners checking in. Of course, the screen goes away. All the way from Baton Rouge this evening. So they want to thank the sponsors for enabling them to listen. As Jude's going to try to keep it again.
Oh, that's got to be a flag.
It's thrown out of bounds, and that is going to be a flag.
There we go.
That was number 12, Tyler Bishop, on the tackle, and a little bit too much, too late.
Yeah, I think he was just running him out of bounds. That last little spin move at the end is what got him. I mean, he made him a nice play catching him.
Late hit on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. Automatic first down.
Adrenaline kicking in there on the Comanche side, wanting to impose their will. Maybe Jude was fighting for all he could just to get to the edge.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he was trying to get away from him.
Didn't work.
No.
That penalty will take the ball across midfield for the Pirates. First time they've been in Comanche territory this evening. First and 10, Fangman on the left side. On the top, Caleb Molina, number 7.
Well, maybe that'll be just a little break we need to spark something here.
Zane Robbie behind George in the backfield. Give is to Robbie. Up the middle.
Good bull.
That's the bull. Gets close to the 40. He'll be shy of the first down. Gain of 8. Zane Robbie.
The bull is loose. You sure it's Robbie?
Brought down around the 42-yard line.
Helmet stuck.
2nd down.
Oh, they're locked up.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's got his helmet on. Something's locked up with his pads. That's Dalton Brooks on the ground. Equipment issues. Official timeout called. A minute 10 left in the first quarter. Pirates down 14-0. Do you have the scoreboard on the screen for them? Scoreboard there? No time? Okay. Minute 10 left in the first quarter. We're going to have an official timeout.
So Doc's helping with equipment too. She can do everything. Is his finger locked in there? Is that what it is?
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. It's going to be number 9 is locked in.
Oh.
Bryce Phillip.
Oh. I didn't realize there was any flesh involved. I thought it was purely equipment. There we go.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was, Rusty, because you got both coaches putting hands on him as if to
Oh, you know that didn't feel good.
help him out.
Oh, man.
And Dalton's like, can I have my helmet back?
Oh, yeah.
I need my helmet.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Well,
if his finger's not in it, can you give me the helmet back?
yeah, hopefully he's good to go.
Bryce
Hopefully
Phillip.
it just
We're keeping an eye on
hurt.
him, number 9.
Yeah, hopefully it just hurts a lot. But it does look like it hurts a lot based on his body language.
Yeah, and the coach's reactions to him. I didn't notice that right up. Good call. Look at Rusty getting back in game shape already.
How about that? Well, I hated to see that. Honestly, I just thought maybe like you said, their equipment had somehow gotten locked up.
George and Robbie in the backfield. 2nd and 4. Aiden Walpole in motion to the right side. Pitch. Robbie looking to throw. Perhaps he will. He's got a man that has a step. Enough arm. It's over the arms of Caleb Molina, number 7. And he had a step.
He did. The pass was on the money. I'm trying to get that number on the defender because I definitely want to give him credit for it. You got him yet?
That pass was broken up by number 11, Jace Moeller.
Yeah, the PA guy just helped me out. Number 11, Jace Moeller. That was good recovery because you're right. Molina did have a step on him, and he closed and made a nice deflection right there at the end. Which
about 40 yards in the air
yeah,
from your running back.
I was going to say that looked like a big play.
Keeper George right up the middle, look for some room. Get to the 40, right at the sticks.
I think we got enough.
They're going to move the sticks. That'll be
There we
good for
go.
the first down.
There we go, boys.
Clock ticks 50 seconds in the first quarter.
The Comanche 39-yard line.
Yeah, back to your point. That was a nice pass from a running back.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice pass from anybody.
Well,
But
it's the bull.
well,
Bulls can throw.
yeah, they can throw you right off.
Zane
Robbie, not Raby.
Molina in motion. Give is to Molina. He'll take it, cut back up, get across the close to the 35. It's going to be a gain of 3. Trying to look for some speed on the edge there, and not much doing given for the Comanche defense.
That brings up 2nd down.
Still haven't gone back to Fangman since the first fumble of the first play of offense.
And we're going to have him involved. He's definitely one of the playmakers on offense.
Pirates are going to let this clock tick down. Be the end of the first quarter. We'll flip fields. We'll get a time for a commercial, Sasha, if you want to go to that, if you got one pulled up. If not, I can do some live read of the sponsors.
Out on the first quarter.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
I want to thank Vype Media again and their broadcast crew, Sasha and Koye. Les Miller, Rusty Compton on the call. Pirates down early after the first quarter, 14-0 to Shiner Comanches. And in addition to Vype, we want to thank some of our other sponsors this evening. Diamond level sponsors for the Booster Club this year include NLS Truck and Trailer Accessories, Techstar Concrete, TKO Listings, Discovery Custom Homes, and Urban Concrete. Those are the 5 diamond level sponsors this evening, and we thank those guys and companies, guys and girls, for letting us listen and watch this evening from wherever you are. Swing pass, Robbie out of his hands, incomplete.
Just a little too much on that, but I believe if he catches that, Dalton Brooks was waiting on him. So I'm not sure we were going to make much out of that, even if he does catch it. Just had a little too much zip on it. But Brooks was definitely in position to make a play. It's going to be hard going side to side with that kind of speed.
Yeah, swing pass. They tried to get out there to Robbie quick. It looked like he had some room initially and maybe rushed the pass just off the tips of his hands. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Got to have this.
George runs to the line of scrimmage. You got Fangman and Rogers out to the right side. Molina slot left. He's in motion to the right. George will keep it.
That a boy.
Up the middle. He's got room. He's going to be right at the sticks inside the 30. They're going to move the sticks. Yep, first down.
That a boy. All right, so you take them out wide. That's why you do those things. See? Football guys know.
What's the best thing about that as well, converting first downs on offense? Shiner doesn't have the ball.
Okay, good, because that was hard.
I know.
Yeah, I was thinking.
You never know where I'm going.
No, I don't. No.
But they can't. Well, they can.
Well, yes.
The ball,
moving the chains is always good. No, we definitely want to do that.
Basics, football basics. We're going.
It is, and we're already throwing out cliches.
In motion, Fangman fake to him. They're looking to pass. He's going down the middle.
Oh no!
And he's got a man in his back that's going to be picked off and dropped.
Yeah, a lot of white shirts back there, and
that's 6. That's Winsky, the quarterback on offense, is also the safety back there with Brooks. He had it in his hands and dropped it.
He really did. He had a good look at that. He brings that in. That's going to be a touchback.
George initially looked to the right side, went back to the middle of the field. That throw was incomplete, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you keep them honest that way.
George, Robbie,
get there.
He's got room on the right side. He has the block, cuts it back inside to the 15. Still fighting. He steps out of bounds at the 16. That'll be good for another Pirate first down.
And that's an outstanding job by Caleb Molina out here on the block. I mean, great run by the Bull, but Molina gave him several more extra yards after the initial opening just by holding his block and letting him get to that next level.
Robbie.
That's a big pickup.
Able to read that Molina block and cut back inside, gets the first down. Rogers will split out to the left side, Molina inside him. In motion is Fangman. Robbie up the middle again. He's got space, cuts back inside at the 5.
Get in there!
Touchdown, the Bull!
That a baby! Now that's the answer we were looking for right there.
There's some big holes in those runs.
They are.
Robbie found
them. That's some great offensive line blocking. He's finding them. He's getting through them quick. And what a great answer by the Pirates. And, you know, we talked about earlier, but how cool is this to have a full house again? And this fan base and the way they love their Pirates, and to see a full house in a big game like this is really cool.
Robbie to hold, Drizmala to kick the extra point, and as Rusty's talking, no limited capacity here this year. Kick is good. 14-7 Pirates. So if you want to come to the games, you certainly may, and if you don't, then
you're stuck with us.
Vype and Booster Club, if you don't want to listen to us, you got to mute us, because the only way to watch the game is through this broadcast. And we thank these guys for coming down from San Antonio. We thank the Booster Club for seeking sponsors. We thank Raymond and Cody Kutach, along with the anonymous donor. Did it let you see this 14-7 game with 10:25 left in the second quarter? And Pirates answered, as you said.
Yeah, they really did, and that was big, because you could feel the momentum completely on the other side of the field. You know, we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot there a couple of times early and come out on that next drive, and to be able to go down the field methodically and then put it in the end zone. Big time answer.
What happened on the second series? Was that the second series?
I think it was. I wasn't sure. That's why I said next.
So the first series for the POTH offense was a fumble on the first play.
Yeah.
We haven't punted this evening.
No, so it was second.
So the second series.
I just kind of panicked, and instead of saying second, I just went next.
Each team has had two series of offense, and the only difference being the fumble on the first series for POTH that turned into a touchdown for Shiner on their possession. So Pirates fought back, and they'll look to kick. Drizmala will have the kicking duties. Pirate team that was ranked number 3 in the state last year comes in this week at number 10. 2-0, wins against Lytle and 2A Falls City, 17-14 over Falls City. Drizmala's kick, plenty of leg. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll draw a penalty flag as they try to keep it away from Brooks.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely directional kicking there to stay away from Brooks, which you certainly can't blame him for that.
Well, they're saying baseball walk is cheaper?
Well, much like we saw there for a long time with one Cooper Kahn back there returning kicks.
And punts.
And punts.
Never punted to him.
Well, it was crazy if you did.
Cooper Kahn, now a freshman on the McMurray football team, seeing times and seeing team.
The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down.
Seeing time on special teams with McMurray, as well as last year's players Dalton Perry at Angelo State.
That's right. Yep, we wish our boys well as they move forward with their future.
Winsky quarterback under center. Brooks in the backfield. Going to pitch it to Dalton. He's going to look for the edge right side. He gets it, makes a move. First down. Gets close to midfield as he's carrying some players out of bounds. Going to go out at the 49 of Shiner.
Well, you get an opening, you make the most of it, then you have a defender in position to make a play, and then just pure athleticism, you just give him a little dipsy-do, and then you're right by him for another 5 yards. Oh.
That's De Hoyos on the corner on that side, sophomore corner. You got Gabriel Solansky, another sophomore. There's a corner on the near side. Tough assignments for those boys this evening, but
got to get them early.
Doing a fine job. 1st and 10. Winsky turns around and gives it to Douglas Brooks. He's tackled after a gain of 3.
That's it. We got to have contact. We got to get to that ball early in the play.
Brooks makes his way up to the Comanche 49.
You let these guys set up blocks, get in space, they're going to cause problems.
Second 7 play. They get way under center. When I mean under center, Brooks up the middle. Gain of 2 across midfield.
Okay, another chance to get them off the field. Another big 3rd down.
3rd and 5 midfield. Last time we stopped them, but we had an offsides penalty that let the series continue. See what the Pirates can dial up here. It's all about assignment defense, right? Shoot the gap.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can make the assignment and still
Sometimes
be unsuccessful.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Make the read.
Yep.
Be at the spot you're supposed to be at. And,
Yep.
and
Get
still
run over.
lose. Yeah. Or get run by.
Yeah, I've had both
Little
happen.
counter. Winsky's going to try to keep this. He's got a man all alone
Oh,
behind the
no.
Pirate defense, and he overthrows him.
Oh, sometimes you can be too open
And
for a
he
quarterback.
He separated, and there the defense was actually going towards the line of scrimmage when
he
the
hit
receiver went the wrong
absolutely
way.
completely fooled him. No, that was a gimme. That was a freebie we gave them, and they missed it.
4th down and 5 from the Pirate
But
49.
if you're them, you're going for this, right?
I don't know why you would,
I don't either.
and they will.
Yeah. So another big play for the Pirates to completely maybe flip this momentum.
You know, that's why you're going for this on 4th down. That's why you take the shot.
All
on
right. Well,
3rd
they got
down.
the kick it. They got the punt team out
Yeah,
there,
they do.
so they're showing punt. I hope we're playing safe.
Back deep for the Pirates, Molina and Fangman.
All right.
Winsky.
They played it straight.
It's a punt,
Getting that end zone.
and they're going to let Molina will let it bounce into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback at the 20. Pirates will have their 3rd possession. 8:16 left in the first half. Pirates down 14-7. I'd like to take a second to talk about some more of our sponsors that sponsor the Booster Club this year, the Athletic Booster Club, and that's the platinum level sponsors. I'll read them out. We'll mention them again later in the broadcast, but that's Curl Industrial Services, JTEX Contracting Incorporated, Alert Lock and Key, B&S Contracting, Kristen Blanford Designs, Pruski's Country Store in Floresville. The Pirates are moving up to the line of scrimmage, so we'll get those 3 other sponsors here in a little bit. Platinum level, POTH Athletic Booster Club sponsors. We thank those guys.
Do we shift?
Flag before the snap. Shiner.
They shifted. I'm just wondering if we
If we
moved.
moved, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The dramatic pause.
Yep, it's a false start against the
Ah.
Pirates.
5-yard penalty. To remain first down.
Rest of those sponsors: Naglin Show Steers, Mission Orthodontics, and Adkins Material. Platinum level sponsors this year for the Booster Club. All sports, but they're can't do these broadcasts without those guys in the Booster Club. Thank you for your sponsorship. 1st and 15. Give up the middle.
Turn
Looking
that
for the
corner.
edge. That's the Robbie. He's got the sidelines. 40. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 45. 1st down, Pirates. Big gain.
Gotta love it when the bull gets loose. Once he got to that corner, he turns it on, hit the Jets. Big play after the penalty.
Brooks, the safety on run. Run support comes in, and once you get past that line of scrimmage, if he shoots the wrong gap, then plenty of
He's
space
gonna get
for
by
the
you.
Pirates. Yeah, Robbie's fast.
He is fast.
Is it deceptive?
You don't want to say deceptive because it makes you sound like you're saying you don't look fast, but
He looks fast.
he does look fast.
He is fast.
Yeah.
George keeps it behind Robbie this time, cuts it inside across midfield. Gain of 6.
There
Deceptive speed by
Well, there
George.
may have been, I'll be honest, there may have been a time a year or so ago that when he bust loose on one, it kind of caught me by surprise, but he don't surprise me anymore.
It's almost expected.
Yes,
by Robbie
Lord.
in the
He's
backfield.
been doing that for a while now.
Caleb Rogers split out to the right side. Fangman inside him. In motion is Molina. He'll get it around the edge. He goes.
Good block.
Cuts it back inside. 1st down. Across midfield. Tackled inside the 40.
Tell you what, that's just good execution right there, boys.
Moving the chains. Keeping
That's-
the ball away from the Comanches.
Well, you called it. You called it on defense. That's the same thing on that. That's assignment football. Everybody's got their guy, and then you've got space to get there.
If the Comanches came in, defending state champs, sleeping on the Pirates, well, they've got a match that they perhaps
Yeah.
wasn't expecting.
Yeah, and they probably weren't, but when you're the defending state champs, you're going to get everybody's best shot.
Robbie shifts outside, Gets across the line of scrimmage inside the 35, gain of 5. 6:38 left in the first half.
Bring down Robbie up around the Comanche 35-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 6.
Vype's always been good to us, but Rusty, these guys are on top of it.
Oh, you kidding me?
They're all over this camera work and all over the production of this broadcast. George keeps it left side. He's got several privates. He looks for the edge. He tries to stretch it. He wasn't able to do it. He fumbles it, but he's out of bounds as it goes. So it's going to be a loss on that play.
No, I got here pregame to figuring we were going to do what we normally do, and this bad boy was already set up complete, and there wasn't a thing I needed to do or check or anything. No, they were Johnny on the spot. Man, this is a big third down because you're moving the ball, you got momentum, you're getting yourselves back in this thing. We need to keep this drive going.
Pirates looking to get points on the board. Down 14-7 in the second quarter. A 3rd and 6. George looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got a man all alone. That was Fangman, and he's single coverage on the right side, but he throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, looked at his hand after that throw, so I'm not sure.
He wanted Fangman to cut up field. George is signaling that he wanted Fangman to cut up field.
Yeah, I do think there was some miscommunication there. Looks like they're going to leave the offense on the field, or at least initially that's what they're showing.
They're going to call a timeout.
Think about it.
First timeout for the Pirates, 5-8. We'll cut to commercial there, Sasha. If you have somebody queued up, ready, commercial, if you got somebody you can go to.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com.
Pirates timeout on the 4th down play. 5:08 left in the first half. They trail 14-7 to the defending 2A state champs, Division 1 Shiner Comanches. What do they do here, Rusty?
Did I just hear your name?
What did he say?
I think he said your name. Everybody's looking at us. I don't know why they're looking at us. We appreciate that. I don't know what you're doing, but something happened.
I don't know. He said my name.
Well, you asked me a question. I don't remember what it was now.
All right, 4th down. Pirates are going to go for it. In motion is Fangman to the right side. George will roll
right
it away.
there.
He's going to throw. He's got it. That's Caleb Molina.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown catch. He goes out of bounds at the 23. First down, Pirates.
Hey, that's a great read. Oh, that's a nice move by Caleb and a nice catch because he had a defender closing on him quick. Looked that ball in, made sure he had it, and got past the sticks. Big first down on a 4th. Woo!
1st and 10 Pirates from the Comanche 24-yard line.
Clock ticks inside 5 minutes in the second quarter.
You got to ask him halftime what that was about.
I'm going to ask him way before halftime. Let you take over this operation here. Fake us to Fangman. George will keep it, tuck it up the middle. He's tackled as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
George met by number 57, AJ Conte.
No, we're not turning anything over to me.
All right.
Well, because we're not. Blitz.
Oh, tackled in the backfield for a loss. That's Douglas Brooks back there along with Beck Bishop. And
well, Brooks just came straight up the middle, but it looked like they had a corner coming as well.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
puts the Pirates behind the sticks.
Man.
3:40 left in the first half.
Yeah, it's been a quick first half.
Givens to the bull. He goes back inside, tries to get around. Inside backers just across the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 4 will bring up 4th and 10, 4th and 9. Got to bring in Drismala, don't you?
Well, I was wondering with that run, it almost looked like maybe he was setting up where the ball would be for a kick. It almost kind of looked that way.
You're going to let the clock tick down as far as they can, perhaps call another timeout, get the field goal crew out as the clock is at 2:43 and running. Play clock is not on.
Well, you know, if you can get to halftime here and find a way to put some points on the board here, we get the ball to start the second half. If we can get through the rest of this half without any more damage from Shiner, and that's no small task.
And that's what happens. Pirates will call timeout with 2:25 left in the second quarter. That's their second timeout. And they're going to talk about it. And what do you say here? Where's Drismala? Is he in the huddle?
Oh, if you don't say anything to the kicker, leave him alone.
No,
Don't forget at halftime we do have a full concession stand open as well as the Pirate fan shop. So make sure you make your way down there to the fan shop for all of your close Pirate gear.
Yeah, and I don't think they are. He just... Less true to his word is checking on what we were confused about earlier with the crowd reaction. So what was it?
I have no idea. They lied to me.
That's the result of your investigation? Was I have no idea?
Well, there was a hasty investigation. It wasn't a full
well, that's
investigation.
just,
it was a question. He lied.
Well, they'll do that. I'll remember that.
4th and 9.
All right, this is certainly no chip shot for Drismala.
No, but the flags are still on the end of 5:41 there as the direction this kick is headed.
Well, he's got a big leg. We've talked about it many times before.
How about Robbie picks this up and runs it around the edge?
Offside. Oh, there's contact.
There's contact. So it's still not going to be enough for a first down. It'll move, change 5 yards.
And I like it. Go ahead and kick it. Go ahead and get you a warm up.
Good?
No.
It'd be 4th and 4.
No.
But the Pirates didn't have a decision to make here.
It was short, and it might have been about 5 yards short.
This will help.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks
for the breakdown. Well, I don't. You know, I don't know.
Pirates aren't talking about it. There's not a.
I'm certainly more inclined to go for it now.
George and Molina will run back on the field.
But this is why these guys. This is why Coach Loomis 24-1 at home here at Jack Lane, and I'm up here improvising this.
Drismala will run off along with Nathan Guevara.
Yeah. Coach certainly doesn't need my help with any of this. So let's see what happens.
Changes it. 4th and 4 is different than 4th and 9. Pirates missed what would have been a field goal. Offsides, changes it. George will take the snap for a 4th and 4. Fake to inside to Robbie. Rolls to the right. Throws it. Intercepted at the 10. And it's coming all the way back. Lots of room. He's only got George there. And that's going to be number 8, Eli Fritz. And he's going to walk into the end zone. That's a 90-yard interception for a touchdown. That's the opposite thing that needed to happen there at the end of the second quarter.
No, that's what you would call the nightmare scenario. There is a flag on the play.
The coaching staff is trying to get him to go back.
So we'll see what that flag is. I don't know if that's maybe something on the return, but no, that's certainly the worst possible outcome in that scenario.
Head official there you're looking at is It's going to be a hold against Poth. It's going to be declined.
Yeah,
so
that
interception
didn't help
touchdown
us at
will
all.
stand.
No,
Yeah.
that it actually just got worse.
What was a good fortune on the offsides penalty on 4th down, a missed field goal, gave the Pirates a 4th and 4, and bad things happened after that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, not quite sure where he was going with the ball, but
It wasn't intended for.
No, he was not looking at that man.
Ryan Peterson will attempt his 3rd extra point of the evening.
Oh,
It's good. Comanches lead 21-7, 2:15 left in the first half. And Pirates are digging out of a hole at this point.
right.
Pirate fans, don't forget.
Well, we've got time. Let's go down and get some points before halftime. Get the ball to start the second half.
And our junior high and high school cross country teams will travel over to Shiner for a cross country meet.
Definitely got some work to do. Steve the Pirate got a new outfit? Or is that the same one? Looks like a new hat.
I forgot his name was Steve.
Oh, how do you forget Steve the Pirate's name?
Who's this?
It is Steve, right?
Oh.
I think it's Steve.
So we're going to keep the camera at halftime. We'll keep the camera and the field mic on the Pirate band, so you'll be able to watch those. And the color guard perform. Been working all week for this performance.
And Fingman back deep to receive this kick from the Comanches.
Fangman and Molina are going to be back deep for the Pirates. Look to try to get good field position for a little 2-minute drive here. See if George can engineer some offense, get down the field, get some points on the board before half. Try to close this gap up that's a 2-touchdown lead currently. And if you came in tonight thinking the Pirates had no chance, you're wrong.
Oh, you're dead wrong. I mean, right now you're looking at 14 points off of turnovers by the Pirates, and you take those away, which obviously you can't. But minus the miscues, we've been playing them pretty solid.
Fielded by Fangman at the 15. He'll try to come back inside. He had room. He
Attaboy.
just spin down to the 34. There's a flag coming in from the kicking side
From
of the line of
from
scrimmage.
35 yards away.
Somebody just wants to be part of the game.
Well, it's a heck of a throw.
Fly type block, number 10 of the return team. 15-yard penalty from the spot on the foul. First down.
They're going to call the Pirates on the blind side block as Fangman kind of shifted directions there. I still don't know why they're calling out numbers.
No, I've never seen him do that.
Moves the line of scrimmage back to the Pirate 15-yard line.
First and 10 from the 15. Pirates have 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to try to get some points on the board, but more importantly, hopefully take care of the ball here.
Absolutely.
Fangman and Rogers out to the left side. Robbie's in the backfield. Give is to Robbie. He's met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back.
Robbie met by contact.
Well, it looks like Shiner's figured out they need to know where he's at,
It'll bring up second down and 10.
and they're doing a good job of that.
Timeout, Shiner. That's their first timeout. So 2 minutes left in the second half. It's got to be more of just a
One more time when you go
breather
down
for
to
Shiner, right?
Yeah.
Please stop by
Second and 10.
the 50-50 raffle hosted by Jude George.
Diamond level
Happy
sponsors
Harris.
for the Booster Club.
You can pick up your ticket.
NLS
One
Truck
ticket
and
for
Trailer
$5,
Accessories,
3 for
Techstar
10,
Concrete,
and 6
TKO
tickets for
Listings,
$20.
Discovery Custom Homes, and
50%
Urban
of the
Concrete.
pot will go
Those
to the
5
winner and 50%
companies decided that they would be support POTH athletics this year with at the diamond level. They're on the back of the scoreboard as you walk into track meets and football games this year.
fourth quarters tonight.
It's good for a 2-year sponsorship, so we thank those guys for their help with POTH athletics. I had some grand plans too, right? If we had a play of the game, it may be a Vype play of the week. I was going to call it out as it was in motion. It just went for Shiner. So
I was going to say, you may have just seen it.
Yeah, I didn't want to yell, yeah, Vype play of the week, Shiner Comanches. You don't get that. Give is to Robbie looking for the edge, gets across the 20. Gets contact, gets a couple more yards, across the 25. It's going to move the Stigs first down.
25-yard line.
But got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Pirates do have one timeout remaining.
He just does such a good job getting around that edge.
It's deceptive speed. George keeps it this time, follows the blocker. Gain of 2.
George fed by number 8, Eli.
Like a little option read there.
27-yard line. Pick up those 2 yards on the
kept it for a couple. Problem with moving it 2, 4, 6, 8 yards at a time, we're going to run out of clock.
Pirates not in a hurry to get the next play off. Clock takes to 1:10.
Because I'm quite confident Shiner is perfectly willing to let us do all of this that we want to.
Inside give, and Brooks just pressure in the backfield, knocks Robbie back, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of 2 as he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Doug Brooks just blew that up from the snap. Well, he's a weapon on offense, and he's disruptive on defense.
The Pirates will call their last timeout. Actually, Shiner will call this timeout. 34 seconds. They're trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, I believe they are. Well, we've seen they can score quickly.
I can't see. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. The Pirates are going to need to convert or punt. They have 34 seconds to do something or to milk off the clock to go into halftime, and it's going to be a deficit either way. That's me trying to hand it off to you, and you're being.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. That will be a deficit.
That's not the handoff I was looking for.
Yeah, I was looking over here. Well, we're going to get the ball to start the second half. If we don't have any more damage done right here, you come out of the second half. You have a nice drive, which we've shown we can do. You can easily get back in this ball game. You stop doing the self-inflicted stuff that we've done, you're definitely going to have yourself a better chance of getting back in this game. But we've got to eliminate that. They're explosive enough that they don't need any help. How's that?
Were you talking? 3rd and 12. Give around the edge as Molina looks for the right side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Tackle's going to be made by Moeller.
We have another.
Shiner's going to use their last timeout with 28 seconds, so they're going to have. Are they going to throw the ball? They've thrown one pass this half, correct? And now he is wide open.
Yep.
But you're in should be an obvious pass.
Well, you would think so, and that pass was a well thrown ball. I mean, in terms of the actual pass itself, he just overthrew him. But he's got an arm, is what I'm getting at. Because that was downfield with some zip.
Pirates.
So we're going to need a good kick here. They're going to have pretty good starting field position when they take the ball over.
Drismala should be the punter. He's out there in the huddle. He'll be kicking this ball from about his 10.
Have you noticed the student section with the Hawaiian shirts?
It's Hawaiian days. Spirit Week or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So 28 seconds left in the half. Drizmala to punt from his 13. Good punt.
Bounce. That
Bounces
way.
straight up in the air, and it's going to be down to about the 45. That's Gabriel Solansky down there on the coverage, and 19 seconds left for the Comanches, and they're going to have to go 52 yards to get it in the end zone.
That's where the Comanches will take over.
And you got to think they want to, because they burned 3 timeouts late to save 19 seconds.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. Well, as you said, they know they're still in a ball game. I mean, 14 points off of turnovers. And they've got the weapons to do it, so why not? You got 19 seconds. I'd certainly take a shot.
Winsky lined out left, so it's going to be a wildcat direct snap to Brooks.
Oh, my
he
goodness.
hurdles over a guy, follows behind blockers, and he's going to be
Oh!
ball picked up by the Pirates, and he's going to be running down the sidelines. He's going to go out of bounds. Who picked it up for the Pirates?
Oh.
With a fumble recovered by number 10,
Matthew Bunn, the backer.
Well, there you go.
Gets that ball, and you call 3 timeouts, and you turn the ball over. Pirates have a chance, but Drizmala's limping off the field. He's your kicker if you need him. You have 9 seconds.
With 9 seconds left in the half.
Well, you got one timeout left, so you can do something over the middle if you choose to. But man, if he could have just run up that all the way back, I thought for a second he had a lane.
Well, and it almost looked like he realized that the clock was a factor.
Well, if he weren't going to get to the end zone, he did exactly what he should have done.
That's right. So now the Pirates will have something to work with inside their 30. First down, 9 seconds left. Going to roll right. He's got 3 receivers to this side out of bounds.
That's a catch. That's a catch.
Yeah, he's going to catch. It's Rogers, right side.
Great catch.
18. That'll have 5 seconds left on the clock. The Pirates will have one chance to get in the end zone, or Drizmala can kick.
Well, this is your if you don't kick it, this is your last play. I mean, yeah,
18-yard line.
Pirates will use their last timeout as Drizmala was on the sideline, so no indication this far that they're going to try to kick this. But if you don't kick it, you have to Shiner defensive backs are going to be standing on the goal line.
Yeah.
So you're going to have an underneath route, perhaps. Either way, 5
Could have
seconds.
something set up, and then a crossing with a block.
Great half that so far has been determined by turnovers from the Pirates, right? A fumble on the first play of offense, and then a pick 6 is with the other way. Well, that's the difference in the game. That's 21-7, and those are hard to overcome, but Pirates are continuing to fight.
No, there's no question that the turnovers are the big story of this first half. 2 by the Pirates, 1 by the Comanches. That obviously that pick 6 being a huge one for POTH, giving the field position and where we were and score and everything at that time.
After the timeout, Drizmala will come out to kick. It'll be spotted at the 25 right hash. Robbie will hold.
This is in his wheelhouse.
Robbie can throw the ball.
Yeah, he can.
Nobody's out wide. It's going to be kicked.
Get up.
That's going to be up.
Get
and
over.
The crossbar through. That's going to be good. Drizmala.
He got
There's
rough.
a flag. There's a roughing the kicker. There's a flag on the play.
Take the points. Yeah, there's no time
Brooks
left.
came flying
so
in
it would
from
be an
the left
untimed
side of the offense.
You would have an untimed down here. You're taking 3 points off the board. I say, let's take the point.
And Coach Luna's talking. Well, he's probably discussing some other options that he may not be happy with, but as he leaves the.
There you go. I like that. I like
Roughing
that.
penalty would be applied. Add 15 yards to whatever the kick return by the Pirates will be in the second half.
Even better.
The 10 points will count. The field goal will count from Drizmala. And what was the Comanches killing the first half with 3 timeouts to preserve 19 seconds, so they had something on offense, resulted in a fumble turned into 3 points for the Pirates.
It's a big-time gut check by the boys. I mean, it would have been so easy to roll over there after that pick six. They get us 3 and out. They're going to get the ball back to just roll over and let them do whatever they want to do before halftime. And no, we come up with a big turnover, get the ball back, move down the field, and get some points on before half. That was huge.
Big time, big momentum shift, and we'll see what the Pirates do when they come out at half. We're at Jack Lane Field in Poth on the campus of Poth High School, right next to Lissy Nickel. And we're going to cut away for halftime, enjoy the Shiner Comanche Band and the Poth Pirate Band, and we'll be back with you with the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shiner High School proudly presents the pride of Comanche Country, the award-winning Shiner Comanche Band. Section of the week is the baritone section. Upperclassmen of the week are Cyril Roberts and Brooke Epley. Rookies of the week are Sadie Carter and Zoe Zella. We begin our halftime show featuring our twirling tomahawks with Sweet Caroline. Featured twirler is Megan Wiekenwerder. Captain is Liliana Gibson. Line twirlers are Keely Kinesic, Arabella Narada, and Eve Roberts. band is led on the field by drum majors Autumn Bishop, Riley Rolachek, and Brooke Palmer. Tonight, we take you back to Imperial Japan. The samurai were great warriors that lived by the Bushido code of courage, honesty, loyalty, and above all, honor. We bring you Movement 1, the Bushido Code, and Movement 2, Blooming Cherry Blossom. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shiner Comanche Band proudly presents The Return of the Samurai. Shiner Band is under the direction of Zachary Sims, Whitney Sims, and Jacob Schulte. Color guard sponsor is Lucy Puska. Twirling sponsor is Natalie Kinetic. A big thank you to POTH ISD for your hospitality this evening. We also wish the POTH Pirate Band the best of luck this season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The POTH Independent School District proudly presents our award-winning Mighty Pirate Band under the field direction of drum major Kaylin Molina. We'd like to recognize our band student of the week, Logan Ramirez. And our band student from last week was Blake Greco. The Pirate Band will be performing selection from the sensational worldwide Broadway musical Les Miserables, including work songs At the End of the Day, I Dreamed a Dream, On My Own, and Do You Hear the People Sing? This performance is dedicated to Melissa Antuna and her family. We are wearing blue ribbons, her favorite color, in her honor. Now take it away, Caitlin.
No, he's over there with Andy.
Tonight's soloists were Callie Walpole and Andres Ruiz. The Pirate Band is under the direction of Chase Failing and Chris Swanson. The color guard is under the direction of Sean Nelson. Special thanks to the POTH ISD administration and staff, the band boosters, and all our band parents and alumni who support us. We wish the Shiner Band good fortunes this season. Now have a great night, be safe, and go Pirates!
It has 71 on it. Don't you dare. Right.
Ellen, you're banning from a cell phone like now. Banning your cell phone like now. Like right now. Like right now. Yeah. Right now.
Hey, I'll buy it back. I'll buy it back. I don't know if I was my sister. How's she doing? Yeah, she's doing alright. Yeah. Chris is doing alright. Manuel, he's doing good too. Manuel Alvarez.
You look good, Mama. Leave my shit. You look good.
Mira, mira. They're gonna beat us. Mira, they're gonna beat us. I'm telling you.
Here's some score updates from around the district. Stockdale at Yorktown. 8.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Stockdale leads Yorktown 27-21. Natalia High School leads Lytle 27-0 at halftime. George West leads Mathis 20-14 halftime of that game. Billy leads LaPrior 27-8 also at halftime. Three Rivers leads Corn City 18-14 at halftime. And the Nixon Smiley Mustangs are ahead of Charlotte Trojans 34-0 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Both teams have made their way back on the field, and both hope you enjoyed the band performances from Shiner and POTH. It's good to see. I don't know if you caught any of it, Rusty. I always love the small town bands that have twirlers and football players and a whole different set of people that comprise the band, and they're all marching at once. So you know they're practicing football, practicing twirlers, practicing band, all at the same time after school. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a band guy. I love the bands. I think they add a lot. These guys and gals put in a lot of work. They put in a lot of times. They're on the practice field just as much as a football team. So I don't think they get near enough credit at times.
So we thank the Vype broadcasting crew for setting up on the home side, and POTH ISD for allowing that to happen, to coaching staff to accommodate that so you could get the whole game and all the halftime too. So Pirates are set to receive the opening kickoff of the second half and see if that perhaps a 10-point swing at the end of the first half, which could have perhaps been a Comanche touchdown into a Pirate field goal. See if Pirates can do anything with that momentum that they gained at the end of the first half.
Well, we certainly hope so, because everybody. I went to get us some water, so obviously you're in line there for a little bit. Got to talk to some of our neighbors, and everybody to a person was saying, you take away the turnovers, we're right in this ball game. I mean, we're playing them hard, we're playing them tough. We're doing everything we need to do schematically, but we just had some self-inflicted wounds there that cost us big time. So if we can, we're going to start with that 15-yard penalty, so we get some good field position to start the second half, and let's just see if we can have something good happen right off the bat.
I'd love to see the stats, and if we had stats, we'd tell you from the first half. But I bet offensive-wise, I bet we outgained them.
Well, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. They had that one long run, but ours was more chunk plays and methodical. We had long drives.
So they're going to kick from 15 yards deeper than they should have because of the roughing the kicker penalty. So that'll allow the Pirates to bring it all the way back out to the 40. That was Molina on the kick return. What would have been perhaps 25 is the 40 after the 15-yard penalty. So,
ball spotted at the Pirate 40-yard.
Oh, that's a nice place to start.
Take over versus 10.
Take care of the ball second half.
Absolutely.
You think that was brought up in the locker room?
I imagine it was mentioned.
Give us to Robbie up the middle. He goes right into
trying
Brooks,
to strip
trying to
him.
strip it out, and it's going to be a loss. And it looks like he had the right side, but he popped it back, and Brooks was waiting.
Hey, speaking of Brooks, that's number one. That's Doug Brooks there on that tackle. I'm in line. I saw the sweetest looking shirt that I think I've ever seen. It was Brooks on a stiff arm. It was like I don't know what, it looks like a picture, but it's a t-shirt on the back with like a sunset and everything. I'm assuming family member and maybe the brother on the front, but that was a cool shirt.
You want one?
No.
Keeper George, left side, looks for the edge. Fangman out block. He comes to the side. Original line of scrimmage is it's only a gain of 1. He doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11. 10. Speaking of T-shirts, he's not the only one who found himself on a T-shirt. Do you know the T-shirt that your face is on hit the bargain bins this year? Can you believe that?
I did hear somebody had snagged one of those for $1.
Disgraceful, isn't it?
Yes. Anybody that would spend $1 on that's just got too much money.
Uh-oh, the fall from the top is far. 3rd and 11. Pirates in a long situation here. Rogers outright, Molina wide, Molina inside him. It's like man coverage on the outside. He's rolling over here. He's going to be flushed out the pocket, throws it. It's going to be a lineman downfield. Actually, the lineman was deeper than that pass, Ramzinski, but it'll be 4th down and 11.
Well, that's exactly what Shiner wanted to do, to come out to stop what little momentum Poth may have had going into the half. Because Jude had nowhere to go with that. I mean, there was just no option. That was jailbreak.
So Comanches will get the ball right back after a 3 and out from the Pirates. 10:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Show like they're coming after the kick, and then they back off of it. Bounces inside the 30. We'll take a Pirate bounce about the 29. In a lot better field position, Pirate-wise, than they have started. They've started a lot of drives at midfield, and, of course, the pick 6 from the 10 at the end of the 2nd quarter there changed the game.
Well, it certainly did, and we're going to need a statement from the defense here to keep this thing within reach.
Pirate crowd a little
antsy,
little quiet, sitting on their hands.
A little bit. Wouldn't take much to get them going, though.
Give us to Dalton Brooks. He's going to trail the fullback's brother,
play.
makes a move, and they're going to be tackled for after only a gain of 1 and piled up there at the line of scrimmage.
Once he hands the ball off to Dalton Brooks, he picks up a yard on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Told you it wouldn't take much.
Stop for a gain of 1, and here they come. Winsky under center, both Brooks in the backfield. Going to roll left. Had the option play. He's going to keep it himself. Good for a gain of 3 to bring up 3rd, 7.
Well, good job by the defense. Force him back inside. Don't allow him to make that pitch to your playmakers on the outside. And we've said it several times tonight, but this is a big opportunity to get Shiner off the field.
Shiner's converted 2 3rd and 5s. This will be a 3rd and 7. One was a offsides by the defense.
Man, you were right about low under center.
Little counter. Dalton's going to kick it outside as Brooks. He runs in his own man. There's a flag. It may come back. It's a 1st down as he gets to the 46, but there's a penalty flag at the 34.
Maybe we'll get a break.
Brooks makes his way up to the 46-yard line.
Going to be a hold.
Number 66 of the offense. It remains 3rd down.
Yeah, I got that low under center. That'd be the end of that. There would be no coming back up.
That's way
low. Yeah. Hey, man. Takes some leg strength to come up out of that.
See Big John Garza running off the field.
At
But I bet from a defensive standpoint, you're standing back there. It's probably hard to find him.
Well, do you really need to key on him?
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Which one's he going to give it to?
Right, good point.
3rd and 15. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. He's being pursued. That's Fuller, or that's Walpole.
Atta boy.
And he's brought down by Walpole and Bunn.
Aiden Walpole on the pursuit. Atta boy.
And Walpole was chasing him.
Yes, he was.
Like he wanted to catch him.
Oh, I guarantee he did. There ain't no lack of want to in that boy.
Way to stretch that play out. That's only the second pass that Shiner has attempted, I believe.
I believe so. But, man, nice job, Matthew Bunn, coming over, finishing that up with authority.
Bring up 4th and 14. Wasn't a 3 and out. They did get a. They got a first down. Kicks from the 16.
Oh,
Fagman has to
Lord.
retreat for it. It takes a Shiner bounce at the 30. Goes all the way back.
Get away from it.
Inside the 5-3-2.
Oh, my
and
goodness
as best
gracious.
a situation as you could hope for from Shiner. They kicked that from. That's an 84-yard punt.
You talk about flipping the field. Man,
That may be your Vype play of the
That might be.
week.
Yeah, that's going to. You got a contest now. That was a heck of a kick.
I think they snapped that from the 16-17.
Well, it was good enough to. They kicked it over the head of our returners, and once it hit the ground, we were just at the mercy of gravity and inertia at that point of where it was going to stop. And man, what a roll!
Yeah, a great defensive stop and defensive series for the Pirate turns into a special teams nightmare as Fangman retreats. Ball bounces at about the 30 and ends up at the 1.
We got to get out of this end zone.
George takes it from his end zone, and he's going to get caught for a safety.
Yeah.
First play.
Well, that's what you worry about when you're backed up that far and you got that kind of size and speed up front. You worry about them getting through.
A fumble that turned into Shiner touchdown, an interception was a pick 6 that turned into a Shiner touchdown, and I'm going to give those 2 points to the punt team.
Oh, there's no question about it. That effectively was a turnover because goodness gracious. We're looking to get right back in this thing, and nope. This is what I got for you.
So 23-10 after the safety for Shiner as they tackle George in the middle of the end zone, and now they'll have the option to punt or kick. Don't they? Still?
Yes. Well, I believe so. Unless that rule has
changed.
changed. Yep. Things changing all the time.
You can see it's the youth cheerleader night here on the sidelines as all the little girls get to cheer with the big girls this evening. And Chloe Collins just turned it into an all-out daycare.
I was going to say, or you might just be held with your little.
Oh, they're going to stunt one of them. Look at that. So Drizmala will put it on a tee. And you're going to give the ball back to Shiner here with presumably good field position. 7:16 left in the third quarter. Kick's going to be taken at the 34. Across midfield as he's tackled by 3 Pirates. Gets it to the Pirate 45. That's Drizmala on the tackle, and he took a shot. It's Eli Fritz on the return.
Well, we'd already seen what he could do with the ball in his hands, so he definitely set him up with good field position.
All-purpose yards for Fritz is at least
it's
130 on 2 plays.
It's a lot.
First and 10, Shiner from the POTH 45 gives up the middle. It's to Dalton Brooks. Gain of 2. It's not fair to allow him a 7-yard head start in that momentum.
No, he's going to make you pay. I mean, he certainly has been as advertised. I mean, we had heard a lot about that young man coming into the game. He's got offers from a lot of programs. I mean, you look at that list, it's a who's who of big-time blue-chip programs.
Get more into those offers from Dalton after the second down play. It's going to be Winsky's going to keep it, try to stretch it out. He's going to be tackled for a loss of 3. And Rusty was talking about some of the offers, Division I offers. We're not talking. He said big-time programs, and they are.
No, you're talking about Alabama, Arizona State, Arkansas, Miami of Florida, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Wisconsin.
He comes into the game ranked by Rivals Football Recruiting, Rivals.com, as the 34th best junior football player in the nation. Not the state, but the nation. They're going to give it to his brother Douglas. Gets across the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a gain of 3. That'll bring up 4th and about 8.
Well, and he's I believe got offers from University of Houston and UTSA.
He does.
So, so these boys keep doing what they're doing, keep improving. You're going to start getting offers from the really big-time programs like UCF, Clemson. I mean, you can really step it up if you just keep up the good work.
Where's UCF?
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about where it is.
Douglas, the senior, the offers University of Houston and UTSA. He's the senior. Dalton, his younger brother, is the junior. With the longer offer list, there's a line drive punt. Head to the 15.
Again.
It's going to go out of bounds inside the 2. And the Pirates again will be backed up and take a snap from their own end zone.
I tell you what, that's just when you got that many weapons and then a punter that can do that to you. That's rough.
That was about a 45-yard punt.
I mean, another good job by the defense.
But he pinned it in the but the angle on that punt was.
It's the same exact spot.
First the post sideline, ended up in a safety, and now the Shiner.
This would be something I've never seen.
Sideline.
So let's get out of this end zone. How about just a go route?
Man coverage on the outside. Brooks, the safety, is up. They're going to look for to run it, create some room, and that's going to be another safety.
Never seen that in my life.
Brooks comes off the field for Shiner, celebrating it. 2 offensive plays for the last 2 offensive plays for the Pirates, 2 safeties.
We got a couple of players down.
Shiner does as well. That looks like Molina for the Pirates. Showing to be cramps by the Shiner.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cramps on both.
Well, it is a warm night.
POTH Athletic Booster Club would like to thank its sponsors, Diamond Level sponsors, NLS Truck and Trailer Accessories, Techstar Concrete, TKO Listings, Discovery Custom Homes, and Urban Concrete. Diamond Level sponsors. Platinum level sponsors also include Curl Industrial Services, JTEX Contracting Incorporated, Alert Lock and Key, B&S Contracting, Kristen Blandford Designs, Prusky's Country Store in Floresville, Naglin Show Steers, Mission Orthodontics, and Adkins Material. And yeah, we keep mentioning their names, and we couldn't do a lot of what Booster Club does without those guys. But beyond that, if you get a chance, if you see them, if you can do business with them, then certainly give them a chance. They're giving the money right back to the athletic programs here in POTH.
Oh, there's no question. They're a big part of the community. These are good people. So we certainly thank them for the support.
Shiner Band lost something. We've played.
Oh, they're looking?
Yeah, they're looking for something. There's been a whole football team down on the sidelines, guys. Good luck at this point.
Uh-oh. Where did I put that trumpet? It was right here.
It's brass colored.
I mean, it's
shiny.
Yeah, it's not a contact. You should be able to.
Did you look in the ice chest?
I checked that.
Trash can?
Just in case.
Hey, they're going there.
That's.
No, it's not.
I was actually joking, but he did give it. Hey, well, you might as well check everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so there was some shenanigans down there.
4:51 on the clock in the third quarter. Pirates trail the Comanches 25-10 on what has been a game of turnovers and special team. Actually, not even special teams plays, just punt team by Shiner. Turned into 2 safeties. If you're Shiner, do you punt on first down?
Well, so far in the second half, that's been by far their
good kick
best
from
weapon.
Smala. Will back him up. He'll take it at the 26. That's Dalton Brooks.
Get
Fuller's
Trevor,
the first
get it,
one
Trevor.
back there.
Hang on to him.
He's going to go out of bounds at the 45. They want a late hit.
Yeah, they're not happy. But how about Trevor Fuller coming down the field?
It's going to be about a 20-yard.
Man, that was like
return.
missile lock.
We'll update you on the missing trumpet.
Well, we haven't
find
confirmed
anything.
it's a trumpet.
They're walking off there.
I guessed.
They're without a trumpet.
Or anything else.
Brooks, he likes to jump. He likes to jump over that line of scrimmage. Jumps for 4.
Well, he makes it look easy.
Brooks hurdled for about 3 yards.
Well, and we've been going low, so he's figured that out. If you're gonna come low, I just whoop right over the top of you.
Is that what you would do?
Oh, that's exactly what I would do.
Did you ever hurdle anybody?
Nothing's really coming right off the top of my head. I'm trying to think if I've actually ever hurdled anything.
You ever hurdle a hurdle?
Step right.
Flag comes out of the POTH backfield as he
he's
hurdles
dead.
somebody else on the
He's got some hops.
Comanche sideline. He likes doing that.
He's got some hops.
See what the flag is. Looks like it's going to be going against the Comanches. Sanchez lets them know that.
POTH drumline entertaining the student section.
If it's a spot foul, it's going to be from the POTH 49.
Personal foul, shot block on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And it will be that. It will push it back to the Shiner 36. That'll bring up a second down and 19. 3:51 and left in the third. It's the first adversity in the second half for Shiner, other than them having to punt twice, which was not adverse.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. The thing I love about this team is that so far I haven't seen one indication that we've let up an ounce. I mean, we're still coming hard as we were in the first quarter. Get after him.
Pitch to Douglas Brooks. He can go outside.
That's the way you get him down.
Tackled by Matthew Bunn, and Fangman was there.
Take those legs out.
Look how big Brooks is.
He is big.
It's a load.
And he can get it moving quick.
But maybe not for long as he heads to the sideline. 3:05 on the clock.
Well, he certainly earned a breather.
3rd and 14. Way under center is Winsky. Counter
Reverse.
again, reverse.
Stay there.
It's Carson.
Oh!
He gets thrown down. There's a flag comes from the Shiner sideline.
I think we got one in the secondary as well.
Number 64, Hunter Jude.
I'm hoping we didn't get tangled up with somebody downfield.
Back to assignment football there.
Yeah, what a great job staying home. Exactly right. Read the reverse. Big loss if it stands.
The officials and half the Pirate defense in a convention.
Maybe trying to talk them out of something.
Intimidation.
Giving them.
They don't like it.
Yeah, they don't like it. Man, that's going to be huge.
It was 3rd and 14.
Yep, and you get a loss on the play, so you're getting them off the field.
Holding.
That's an automatic
defense.
first down.
On the defense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Was that going to be a reverse pass?
Replay 3rd down.
And maybe.
Oh, okay, I thought it was.
Replay 3rd down.
I thought defensive holding was an automatic first.
I almost said it before you did, yeah. And there's not a whole lot of conversation coming from the Shiner. So
or anybody else, so obviously.
So snap it?
Yeah. But it's now 3rd and way more manageable.
3rd down and 4 for the Comanches from the POTH 49-yard line.
So they're going to call it a spot foul. I thought it was way back here. I'm confused, but we'll go with 3rd and 4th from the Pirate 49. Pirates jam the box. Give is up the middle. Dalton Brooks good for a first down across the 40. That was easy.
It is.
Brooks brought down by number.
Well, you know, we really haven't mentioned this offensive line for Shiner, but they've certainly done an outstanding job as well, because when Brooks has had the space, they are the ones that have created it.
39-yard line.
.133 in the 3rd left on the clock. Brooks met the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1, and playbook seems to be just keep it on the ground, take care of the ball, and run the clock.
Well, that would seem to be a very efficient way to do it at this point. You shorten the game. You've got the weapons to just kind of wear a defense down. Because it's got to get old. Just somebody that big coming at you with that kind of speed.
2nd and 9.
So he's got some momentum by the time he gets to you.
Pitch. Dalton's following Douglas Brooks.
Look, what a block.
Got the edge. Flag is on the play at the 36.
Dalton Brooks run out of bounds around the 27.
De Hoyos comes up limping for the Pirates. 41 seconds left on the 3rd quarter. It's still a 2-point. It's still a 2-possession game.
Yep.
It doesn't feel that way.
No, it doesn't.
But it is. So if the Pirates don't quit, we'll be all right. Listen to
well,
what
there's certainly no chance of that, I don't believe.
Official tells us.
I mean, the boys have played hard all night, and we beat a dead horse enough, so we'll stop. But it's just there's just been some self-inflicted stuff that you can't do against a team this good.
So we'll stop, but we won't stop.
Well, we did it one more time, and now I'll stop. That's what I'm saying. I'm letting you know when I'm going to stop. I've stopped.
2nd down, 17. Keeper, good for 2. We'll bring up 3rd and 15.
Picks up a yard. Brought down by number 75, Nick Sanchez.
It's big Nick Sanchez.
3rd down and 16.
Eli Harris will come in for John Garza.
The defense has really done a good job in the second half.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter as time expires at the 3rd. Shiner 25, Pirates 10. Got a quarter to play, and we'll. You good? Cut to some commercials.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
If you win, you can claim your prize over where you bought your.
I don't think you can ask.
You're live.
Oh, I'm live. Okay. Well, we were talking off air, but what I was saying was I don't think you can ask any more than what we've gotten from our defense. They've given up 7 points. They haven't given up any in the second half. And you find yourself down 2 scores. Our defense, to me, against a team of this caliber, I think has played outstanding.
And the 7 they gave up was on a short field after a fumble.
Correct. So that's what I mean. The points off turnovers, the pick 6. I mean, well, we've gone down the list, but I'm certainly proud of how this defense has played against this explosive Shiner offense.
And you got a quarter left.
So you got to keep doing it.
You need a spark.
Yep.
You got to keep hitting. You got to keep fulfilling your assignments, right? So 3rd down and 6. It starts here. And we're going to have a
nope
substitution.
I think he just missed the huddle.
So he had to get the play direct. And I'm pretty sure the Shiner coach said, you're a wide receiver. Just do the same thing you always do.
I wouldn't key on him. He just sort of strolled out there after the fact.
And,
or that could be a major decoy.
And now Coach Luna's going to ask what the
Oh,
holdup
whoa.
is. Oh, the sticks were in the wrong spot. Sticks didn't move after the quarter.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. It was showing 3rd and 4. It's actually 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that's better.
3rd down and 16.
As Dalton Brooks in motion to the right side. Pull it. They're looking for him. They're going to throw it up in the air.
Oh,
and he
man.
catches it. And
Incomplete.
That's incomplete. He's out of bounds.
Wow.
That's Drismala and DeHoyas on the coverage. And it looked like Drismala pinned that ball in the air as soon as it left, and he still couldn't beat Brooks to it.
No, I thought Brooks had made a really nice catch between 2 defenders, but evidently just didn't get a foot down. It's hard to see at the angle I'm at, but I thought he went up high, pointed the ball, and came down with it.
So 4th and 16. Going to be back to punt. The last punts have gone very well.
Here he goes again.
For the Comanches. And they're going to let this bounce again. One hops it.
Get away.
Bumbles it. That's Bunn as he falls on it at the 11. And the 11 is much better field position than the last 2 punts.
Roughly 5 times.
Combined.
Yeah.
All right, so
man, that's bad when you're starting to get excited about starting on the 11.
Yeah, it's going to be spotted at the 12.
Man,
they're
that's
going to give him a
You're
yard.
looking for any kind of straw.
1st and 10 from the Pirate 12, and that's the best field position
of the
they've had other than the opening kick.
Correct. I believe that's right.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that punter, he's a weapon.
We should mention his name.
I absolutely should.
Hopefully they punt again. We'll mention him because he deserves that. That's an end around there.
Oh no! Oh Lord!
That's a ball that
was
loose. They're going to rule him down. He's down. He's going to be called down. That's
fact
Gabriel
that he got up.
Solansky on the carry. He's a tough dude. He's a sophomore, first year on varsity, and he may be looking for coach to call somebody else's number on the
Tell you
next
what.
play.
The fact that he got up as quick as he did shows me how tough he is. He got waxed.
Sophomore
He went
Gabriel
in the
Solansky.
air.
And he's going to line up to the far left side. He's standing on the number 10. It's going to be a 2nd and 9, and Pirates have some work to do here with just under 11 to play in the game.
Uh-oh.
George gets away from one guy, tries to stretch it out. He's still
still
not
up.
down.
He's
Ball
still up.
touched. The ball touched with the
Oh, it
elbow.
did.
That's not George. That's Robbie. Yeah, I think he forearm hand touch. They're going to roll him down at the 9.
Hand's good, but no, forearm's not.
Ball.
Yep. Yeah. And I do think that's what the official was indicating. Was his forearm had
If
hit.
not, he had some room if he was able
if
to
not, because I think
stay
everybody
upright.
thought he was down. He may have been gone.
So, 3rd to 13, and that ball's going to be spotted from the 9. And
going the wrong direction.
Rogers wide to the top of your screen. Molina's inside him. I think that's Fangman and Bunn in the backfield. Fake is to get rid of him. That's Robbie.
George.
That's not George back there at quarterback. That's Robbie. He throws a pick at the 16, and he's going to have to be brought down, and he won't be. That's going to be the second pick six of the game as Robbie rolls to his right under pressure, throws it. The only man around catches it, and Shiner's going to run that in, and that's going to be 31-10, and at the 9:40 mark in the fourth, game starting to get away from the Pirates.
Indeed it is, and I believe, and I'm speculating, but I really think he was trying to throw that ball away because he's running for his life. He was off his back foot. I think he was trying to throw it out of bounds, just didn't get it far enough. And you just had a Shiner defender that happened to be in the area and then not much room to go to get in the end zone.
So the extra point is good. Make it 33-10. And we're going to go back to that dead horse.
Was he getting up?
Well, he got shot again. Turnovers.
Yeah, that's
starting on the first offensive play for the Pirates tonight was a fumble that converted into 7 points after 38 yards for the Comanches. A pick six in the second quarter, a pick six now in the third quarter. 2 punts that were pinned inside the 2, inside the 1, turned into 2 safeties for Shiner. Here we are with 9:40 left in the game, and Pirates are looking at a 22-point deficit and starting to look around at each other.
Well, and again, and you really got to feel for this defense because coming in, I think the fear that, certainly I had was these two dynamic playmakers that Shiner has in the backfield, the Brooks brothers, were just going to be running wild all over the field, and that simply has not happened. So the defense has done everything it can do to keep us in the game and give us an opportunity, and we've just had we've just come up short in some other areas, and it's hurt us.
So Okoye, I'm reading some of the Football Friday app, and we got this one, and it was pointed out to us in the crowd. I'm impressed with this Vype broadcast. Cameraman is doing much better than the guy at Highland Park. He's doing a great job.
There you go.
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
Some props.
Yeah.
Nothing about the broadcasting that you want to tell me about?
Well,
so I don't just go home?
Yeah, I mean, they said good things about me.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, that's good.
No. Said announcers are doing a good job. All around, good job by the Vype broadcast. So thank you guys for listening. We're glad that you are able to listen. We're glad that Raymond Kutach and Chance Kutach, along with another anonymous donor, put the money down to pay for this broadcast so you could hear it. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance, support the sponsors of POTH Athletic Booster Club or the Booster Club itself. So Pirates 1st and 10. Robbie's in there at quarterback. He's going to keep it, and they got 3 or 4 guys of Shiner pushing him back. It's going to be a loss. We need a sideline reporter. We need to know what's going on with George as he's standing on the sideline with his helmet on.
Loss of a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
I don't know if we have one of those tubs in the athletic area with the jets and all that stuff. I don't know if we've stepped up to that level yet. If not,
I don't know about jets. I think we have a outboard Evinrude that we put in there, and
that sounds like that'll work. I'm thinking Robbie's probably going to need that.
He's going to take this snap as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeesh. He wanted to give it to somebody. There was nobody back there.
They didn't want it.
Nope. They retreated. He's going to be tackled at the 9.
You keep it.
Yep. We heard the play call, Zane, but it's going to bring up third and about 16 from the Pirate 11. And the wheels aren't necessarily coming off, but the engine's not running.
Sputtering.
8:20 left in the game. Pirates have been deep in their own territory for the entire second half. looking to get a first down here, and they're going to have to go 16 yards on this third down play to do that. It's Bunn in the backfield is Robbie. He looks to throw. He's got to avoid a man. They're going to give him another safety. No, they're going to rule him down at the 1.
That pass rush at the moment by Shiner is just relentless. They have pinned the ears back.
Yeah, the fourth quarter fatigue setting in for that offensive line that's drawn a tough task all night long for the Pirates, and it's wearing on them. And Drizmala's going to be standing at the back of the end zone as he tries to get this punt off for the Pirates.
Not a bad kick at all.
Going to bounce at the 46, takes a Pirate bounce, be fielded at the Shiner 45 by Dalton Brooks, gets the left edge, across the 30. He's going to jump over somebody at some point. He does, and he's tackled inside the right about the 15. And Shiner's going to have great field position on first and 10 from the 15, 6:57 left in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you who does not look tired.
Dalton Brooks.
Yeah, that young man looks fresh. He just kind of hesitates, finds his little spot, and then zip.
Zane Robbie coming off talking to the coach. Got his hands on his hips. He's a little winded. He's a little probably frustrated, tired.
Oh, he's
played a heck of a game.
He's taken a beating, and he's played well.
Offense against offense, numbers-wise, POTH hung in there.
Yeah,
defense against defense, POTH hung in there.
Yep.
Special teams and a couple passes that got away.
Yep. Yep. Well, coaches talk about that stuff all the time.
Coach Luna, head coach Luna, we talked about it earlier. It's going to be a second down and 6 play. Came into this game in his career as the head coach of the Pirates. Douglas Brooks on the keeper. He's going to dance close to the 5. He'll be shy. It'll be third down and short. He'll have a chance at a first down without getting the touchdown. Coach Luna came in to tonight's game 24-1, a record of 24-1 at home. I didn't know that until I looked it up this week, and that's incredible.
It really is. And that one was not from the state of Texas. So up until tonight, he had not lost at home to a team from the state of Texas since he's been here.
Mount Union, Tennessee, that came in a few years back. That's before the turf.
Oh, yeah.
Before the flipping of the stands.
Before we could look at the skyline.
So this was going to be the first loss on this turf, and the turf's been in place for a couple of years. They run into each other, but Douglas gets it and takes it in and walks it into the end zone. I believe that's his first touchdown of the evening. And that's going to put it at 38-10 lead with 5:45 in the fourth. And tough sledding here for the Pirates late in this game.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of folks have decided to maybe beat some of the traffic. But we still have a really good crowd. Well, there's two things I think about when you think of Shiner. And one of them is they got a really good football team.
There's something else in Shiner?
Well, there's something else I want to think about Shiner.
If you've been to Shiner, I went to the junior high games, and I hadn't been to the school or to the football fields. Extremely nice community, nice looking community, great facilities, great community. And it's a community, chat boards are talking about it this week as well, that's deep rooted in athletic success, much like the POTH community. So there's two communities that recognize each other for what they are, and Shiner coming off of a football championship, both girls athletic program, Shiner softball POTH volleyball, POTH basketball on the girls' side. Really successful programs. Lots of history on both sides there.
Yep. Well, the other thing I think about is that view when you come out, when you're headed back this way.
Yep.
That top of that, that I don't know what you call it. It's just beautiful. That is just some beautiful country over there. That's the first thing that jumps out at me.
So crowd still.
But I tell you what, I give Shiner all the credit. Coming over here, coming to play us, because I don't have any official word on this, but I think it's pretty much common knowledge that some of these other teams like Katy and Westlake been ducking us for years.
They still hadn't showed up.
They don't want to come to Jack Lane.
Inside the 20, that's taken. And he's surprised he's still upright.
He's trying to get down.
He's retreated back from the.
He's doing his best to get on the ground.
31 back inside the 20, and Fangman, we haven't said his name a lot today. He was a big success back there in the backfield with Cooper Kahn last year. We said it went to a number 3 ranking in the state's going to be first and 10 Pirates and 20. We've got 5:38 left in the game. But going back to Coach Luna and Shiner being here, they haven't been here since 2009, 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
That sounds about right.
So it's been at least a decade or so.
Yep.
Refugio, Coach Luna scheduled Refugio last year. Those are 2 blue bloods in Texas football, small-time Texas football programs. And you don't get better unless you play the better.
No, there's
right?
no question. That's absolutely right. I mean, the biggest achievements that you're going to have come from the biggest challenge. I mean, that's just the way that works. So you want to see how you stack up against these really good, storied programs. And there's positive things to take away from this game. Obviously, there's going to be things the coaches are going to need to talk about, and there's going to be things they're going to work on. But there's certainly positives you can take away from this game.
Jude George back in the quarterback, Bunn in the backfield with him. There's going to be a lot of positives, and there's going to be a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda-ves.
Oh, no question about that.
From the coach's perspective. But you leave this game, and it's not a mess. And you've only given up your second loss. Still hadn't lost to a 3A team from Texas. You can spin it however you want to spin it, as Fangman carries Fangman for Bunn.
Oh, I imagine there'll be fire pits all over the area spinning it every which way.
Fangman good for a first down run there. It'll be first and 10 from just inside the Pirate 30. Pirates looking to try to scratch some points here as they've remained scoreless here in the second half. But going back to the Refugios and the Shiners, and it's no secret across the state that our district's not that tough. You could say our region is not that tough until you get later in the playoffs, like last year with the district of Rogers and Franklin, and eventually getting on to Canadian. But those are a lot different programs, and that's what Coach Luna has been trying to build, and he's been doing a good job of that as he's tackled for a loss there to give from George to Molina. And if you want to bring Shiner to town and Refugio to town, then you're building that.
Well, there's no question. I absolutely agree, because I don't think you get anything, or you're going to get more out of a game like this than you're going to get out of a game where you're up 54-0 at the half, which we've been before. So there's going to be a lot more things you can work on and benefit from as far as trying to get better from playing a team like this versus just picking a number and having a running clock in the second half because you're blowing somebody out.
Second down and 14 to go. George is going to keep it around the right side. It's going to be pushed out of bounds. He's still going to be shy of the first down by about 6 or 7 yards, so that'll be a third and medium coming up. Still 3:15 on the clock. Want to thank again Vype Media, the producer Sasha and the cameraman Okoye for their great job. This has been the smoothest we've done Vype all last year.
Yep.
Different sports, basketball, volleyball, football. This has been the smoothest night that I've had with these guys, and I appreciate you guys and your help, and y'all have done a heck of a job tonight. And it's good to be back on the air with you, Rusty.
Well, I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's obviously not the outcome we were looking for, but yeah, I have to say, I kind of missed it. Doesn't mean we were missed, but it's fun to get back in the swing.
30-yard line. I'll bring up second down at 9.
There will be future broadcasts. Keep an eye on the POTH Athletic Booster Club Facebook page. They are accepting donors. If you do want to sponsor one of these, and make sure they keep going. That snap is dropped, and it's going to be jumped on in the backfield and bring up third in about 12. anyone interested in sponsoring the live video broadcast or becoming a sponsor can contact the POTH Athletic Boosters on Facebook or by email at pothathleticboosters@gmail.com. Thank you for your sponsorship again. Talked about the diamond levels and platinum level sponsors, Raymond and Chance Kutach, along with the anonymous donor that, there's lots of people around. You've heard from it. I joked at the beginning of the broadcast that got some famous friends and Rusty's back, but we have heard from a lot of people. And a lot of you are texting tonight that you're watching. Chad Fault, Tom Moody, Travis Kahn. Travis, I'm not mentioning half of the stuff you want me to mention, but a lot of there's a give up.
That's
the middle
a
as he's
good
fighting
tough
for
run.
yards and still fighting there. Gets
Absolutely.
a gain of about 4, bring up 4th and 9. That was Matthew Bunn on that. Inside 2 minutes to play, and there's a whole lot of listeners, Rusty. You've run into a lot of them. A lot of people you didn't even know come up to you.
No, absolutely. No, it was really surprising, and it makes you feel good. But when we weren't doing it, I heard from several people, like people I'd never met, that once they found out that that I was one of the guys that do the games, wanting to know why we weren't doing it, that they missed the broadcast. So, it's good to hear, and we really sincerely appreciate the support.
And it's good to it's good to watch and listen to and hear the names of the boys that grew up in your hometown on Friday night on your TV set. It's going to be timeout Pirates. This is the first timeout called by either team of this half with 1:11 to play. Pirates down 39-10. But you get to watch your hometown boys. They grew up here. You grew up with Zane Robbie when he was being pushed around in a stroller and going to his older sister's volleyball games. And Jude George had his older brother playing, and Jude George came through the program. And Caleb Rogers and his younger brother Luke Rogers both on the team here tonight. So Hunter Juke came in, been a part. There's all these boys that all the community knows all of them.
Absolutely,
right?
and we joke about it. It's been pointed out to us numerous times. We ain't from here, but we've been here long enough that we watched these boys grow up, and it's been really special to be part of that, to watch these guys mature and become the quality young men that they have, and the ones that have moved on and have already graduated. And it really has been a pleasure and an honor to be able to do it. And if you're looking for X's and O's and A gaps and double Tampa 2 coverage, now this is not your broadcast, because that's not what we're going to do. This is just two POTH fans watching the game, and we like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, our goal is to let you watch it if you can't make it, and then say as many Pirate football names as we can and try to give the boys credit, because they work hard, the coaches work hard, the parents make a lot of sacrifices for these guys to work. If you've got a kid playing, then you don't need me to lecture you about that. Here's a 4th down play, and it's going to be a punt. Drismala's standing inside his 20. He's going to get it off. And Brooks is just going to stand at his 35 and let it go.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, he still hasn't moved. He's standing at his 39. The ball was out at the 10 on the other side of the field. He's getting congratulations from De Hoyos, and some of the guys are high-fiving. That's Hunter Juke. And that's a big – this is a memorable game for them, playing on the field with him.
Certainly is, because this is somebody that, down the road, they may be watching him on a Saturday afternoon on CBS or a Saturday night ESPN game. So they'll remember that.
Yeah, and we'll be rooting for you too, Brooks.
No question about it.
Get to do one of your games. And
yep. No, it was a
guys, absolute lightning back there in the backfield.
No, it was fun to watch him. He's definitely everything that we had heard and more.
Now, if you go to some of these commits, I'm not going to be rooting for you, but
I didn't mention one of them.
You did?
I did not.
I wouldn't.
I didn't, and we won't.
Yep.
But there was an offer that we just won't get into.
And they're probably begging.
Oh.
Clock's ticking at 50 seconds, 39-10. Pirates are Shiner's going to be content to run this clock out, take a knee, victory formation, and end this as it's a 2nd down. They'll do that again, let the clock tick down as much as they possibly can. Some of the crowd starting to filter out. Hope everybody that's listening from Shiner or has to drive back has a safe drive. You Vype guys, Sasha and Okoye, hope you all be careful going home. And Pirates will regroup and come back and get the next one on the schedule and try to change things around.
They definitely will. And again, there's going to be a lot of things to work on, but there are certainly a lot of positives tonight.
Garrett Beatrix says thank you for both of us doing that. Thanks for listening, Garrett. Clock's going to tick, and that's going to be a final tonight. From POTH is Coach Luna will go get his second loss in as many years as he's been here, 24-2, but it's a hard-fought battle. Rusty wrapped this game up as the Pirates go down to the Comanches 39-10.
Well, we've touched on it all night. I think there's just so many things you can be proud of. Defensively, these guys played an outstanding game. I think that Shiner offense coming in here with as many playmakers as they have, and it's not just the Brooks brothers. I mean, they've got several more. The defense did a great job. They did their job, but you had some miscues and some things and special teams that let the game slip away when it felt like we were getting ourselves back into it. But I couldn't be more proud of how they played the entire 4 quarters. There was no quit at any point during this game that it looked like our boys let up one bit. So you got to be proud of that.
Great job, and the Pirates will be back on the field in Carson City next Friday and look to get back in the winning column and the winning ways, and Coach Luna and coaching staff will have his guys ready. On behalf of Rusty, cameraman Okoye, the producer, Sasha, all of Vype, all of the POTH Athletic Booster Club, I'm Les. Guys, thanks for listening, and we'll keep an eye on POTH Athletic Booster Club for Facebook page for future broadcasts. Thank you.